What's going on, guys? In today's YouTube video, we're going to be talking about how to use your util in Valorant. This is one thing that I think is very underlooked, and a lot of people don't know how to correctly use their util. Um, if you're ever in a game where you're just getting demolished and you just can't seem like you can hold them back, most of the time it's because your teammates or you yourself are not using your util properly. So today we're going to be talking about that and watching a few clips. So for example, right here, we have a game where we're 3-7. Now this Reina has not used her ult in 10 rounds. That's a problem. And I understand some people are like, oh, if they don't want to use their ult, like this is a comp game, and if you guys aren't talking, you're most likely gonna take an out because then there's no communication. We don't know who's tagged up, who's hurt. Um, so something I want to point out and just like hope you guys understand is that I've told this Reina, just a little backstory. Told the Reina at least 4 times. I waited like 2 rounds, and then said, "Hey Reina, can you use your ult?" Wait another 2 rounds. Hey Reina, can you use your ult? I don't want to be that annoying person. You don't ever want to come across and then have someone blasting your ear saying, "Use your ult, use your ult." So something important is just me here texting in team chat. I'm still not taking it to a toxic level. I'm like, Reina, please, I'm not trying to be annoying. Can you use your ult? Okay? At this point, I know she might not listen, and I'm pretty sure I said this in the chat or I said it in general, but I even said we're using your ult as bait. Like we at this point, our Reina's bottom frag, and we're just using her as bait. You gotta understand, some people freak out when you use an ult. Like they're demolishing us, so there's no need to freak out. But still, if you are not that good with your aim, and somebody uses an ult, most of the time you kind of get that little like, oh, like let me relax, right? Of course, this is not the case. They know that they're shitting on us, so they're gonna just go for it, right? But what happens? Arena gets insta picked off, but it allowed us to trade her. So right here, we're gonna add the pressure. Sage got tagged up. That's a good nade by Raze, which is allowing anyone that's at rope fall back. Now here she died. I'm letting her. I'm not baiting her. You gotta understand. Our Raze is to open up the area. Okay, I'm a healer. Okay, so if I'm in their entry and I get picked off, it doesn't it's not a good idea, because if I die and our teammates are going 3v4 or 2v4, it's not such a good play. Although I could have pushed in with her, again, she's using an ult, so some people fall back. That's what I need people to understand. I was able to get these 2 trades, okay? So now it's my job to go in there and be aggressive. Why? I'm taking advantage. Here I throw a flash, and I'm communicating to my Omen. I use my wolf for util. I'm using the wolf here because while I see that Omen's clearing the other site, I'm just praying that he, if someone does come across, he kills them. Okay, I can cancel out of this at any time. So I'm using this to instantly, like, everything's fast paced. This is a fast paced game. So I'm clearing and I'm telling him to watch my heaven. I see nothing, we're good. Clear, move out of that position. I messed up here. I really did. Okay. I care about my team. I tried to heal them. Luckily, he played this right. We ended up winning this round.
One enemy remaining.
Very good. You got to pick. You don't know where the other guy is. Fall back. There's no need. Okay. Beautiful. That's exactly what you want to see. And I don't know if you saw that little comment, but Reina said, "See, I ulted." But thanks to your ult, we were able to do all this damage. We traded you out, and that's what people gotta understand. Some people will use you as bait. It's just gonna happen, but you gotta understand this is a team-based game, and you gotta play. So even I say good job.
Last round before the switch.
You gotta understand, sometimes people freak out just because you ult. And even though you're having a bad game, if we would have helped you get a kill, you could have gone invisible.
Exactly. So they're me saying, if you would have gotten, if maybe you didn't get the kill, but you laid a bullet on her, with the new update, you can literally heal off that. So we would have killed her, the Sage, and she would have healed, no problem. So that's another thing that you guys need to understand when playing a duelist. You guys have to not be scared to play. Like, I understand it's hard that when you're on that L streak, it's very challenging to like keep going. You know, the game does get to you, and if it is getting to you, take a break because it's not gonna help. You're not gonna instantly pop off on the next game. If that's your way of thinking, you're not gonna have fun in this game. I promise you. So that's the first clip. Okay, so in this clip right here, we have them smoking out everything. So they literally have control of sight here because we have no way to see them. Okay, so as a Phoenix, the best thing you can do
Yeah, TP's on B side as
is
well. Okay.
Sage did a good
Appreciate
job
that.
throwing a slow. I threw my fire so that if anyone's crossing, we get a kill. Okay? They're doing such a great job here holding sight. Let's not talk about my aim. Okay, so like right here, I know that one's planting, and on the top of the minimap, you can see that there's a guy in the top right. Okay, when you're playing this game, you have to think quick. And again, it's 2v4. You gotta make this game easier for your whole team. So yes, this could have been a waste of a wall, and people are gonna say that. But guess what? If we were playing plat 3s, plat 2s, and these two guys were gods, one tapping people, you gotta take that in consideration. That's how I play all my games. I feel like everybody can one tap me, and so I'm going to play the best efficient way. And if I can deal damage without even looking at the guy, we're gonna do that. So right here,
Spike planted.
I curved my wall, pushing out with my team. I got flash, so I stayed back a little bit. There we go. Now you guys know that the wall you can curve it. So me curving that wall while he's planting, it's gonna cause two things: get off the bomb, or commit and deal damage. So he committed, he did damage. It made it easier for my jet to trade or kill him, and then I'm pushing through the other side to counter the guy on the back right. So that's another thing I want to say: use your util. Stop holding a wall. Understanding using your wall to heal is so like it's something you should do at a 1v5 situation, right? If you're hit bad, like if you're 30 HP, if you're 80 HP and you're 1v5, use your wall to take the site, use your wall to fake or rotate. Like, you gotta understand, there's a lot of things you can do with these abilities, and people just don't do it. So that's another a little example. We ended up winning that round. We're now 7-6. All right, so here's another example. We were This is right before the other one, but we're 5-8 right here. Okay, again, they're demolishing us, and I die. Okay, I was holding B. I died on site, trying to get a pick. I didn't do any damage, unfortunately. But here's another thing: people are afraid to use. They think that just because you have a nade, you gotta know where the person is and do damage, or else you're wasting a nade. Listen, sometimes that's the case. Yes, that is true. If you're just chucking a nade for no reason, that's a waste of a nade. But these people know how to use their util, because what are they doing? They're emphasizing somebody coming to a spot. And if you can do that, you are a big help, because you understand that once I was top frag in this game. So once the top frag is dead, most likely in these lower ranked games, everybody's just going to rush in there. Okay? Which is what they did here. Okay? And so, game's playing out. It's okay. She's waiting for her team. But here's the thing. Raze threw a nade here, which it didn't have to hit our other player. You gotta understand that this nade right here did so much. Although it even did some damage, I believe. There you go. So a nade that didn't directly hit somebody, but it did, did some side damage. It didn't kill him. So, but it did do 55 damage here. Like, you literally have 55 health. It bought their team time because our Reyna can't do anything. And so now their whole team is on site. You gotta understand, that is how you're supposed to play the game. He's not chucking a nade, just randomly. He's throwing it somewhere where every game, if you played this game, when you take B, someone's gonna go CT. Like, it's just the thing, you gotta understand. You gotta start capturing these little things.
Why can't my people use?
Raze instantly pushes that, because that's the thing. If someone is there and they got hit by your nade, They're literally weak, and unless that other guy's a god and again one taps, then you're good. So Raze comes out here,
Spike
gets a good
planted.
pick. Whole team pushes now, trades off our player, and they have 3 people there. Now our Raze up here.
Last player standing.
This is how you take a site.
Healers down.
Our Phoenix does get some kills here, but like, you understand. And so that's one thing that you need to see when you guys play this game, and something I wanted to point out. Now another thing is
Standing ahead.
this clip right here. So this is me streaming, and if you can do this, you will always win, pretty much. Okay, again, I have confidence in my aim. When I play this game, I'm not afraid to die. I am going to play the game, and I'm not afraid to die. And, as in, like, I'm not gonna. I hardly choke. I don't want to say I hardly choke, but like, I wanna. I don't overthink. That's what I'm trying to say. So okay, so I know that they're rushing all mid. That was called out before the clip started. And so now I'm going to play off Cypher's trips. Cypher's holding back here, so there's no need for me to point and then get mad and say, Cypher, why didn't you trade me? Or Cypher, why didn't you peek? Cypher is a on-site player type character where you have to set your things, play off of them to hold them back or for intel. And that's what you got to understand. Sometimes risking a peek is not worth it. In this case, we're so close and we're down. So it's okay for him to play like that, okay? Right here, I know that Reyna's taking sight.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah,
point out something here. So Cypher's or their Sova's drone actually kind of basically revealed. I don't know if that's what happened or this was a glitch in the game, but Cypher's cam revealed that there was a character up here. Okay, now you gotta be, once you have a good understanding of how these enemies rotate, you know, reading your enemy team, you know that you can make these things easier. Okay, now right here he revealed it, so there's no point in me looking to the right. I saw it up there on the map. You always got to look at your map also. Quick glances, you know, quick glances. You don't want to stay there looking at your map then get traded. So I knew that there was a person there. I kind of like didn't know if this was a glitch or something, so I just reinforced it and stayed watching there. Get the
Leo's
pick.
downstairs too.
Now Reyna, I whiffed. Okay, so it's only me, a Phoenix, and Cypher. I know this because I'm looking at my map real quick. Okay, so instead of peeking this Reyna again, I throw a shock dart, to stop him, basically from peeking. Right here, very good. Cypher's trip works for me, so I'm gonna peek that, and trade it. Okay. Now here's the 2 things that are running through my mind at this moment. Reyna's pushing me hard, or someone else. Okay, just because that Sage communicated that I'm there. I'm gonna use my dart to bounce off this wall, hit where that tripwire was, and then move from that position. Because again, once somebody knows where you're there, and if they're good at peeking and shooting, it's an easy kill for them. It's exactly what I taught. This dart right here is doing 70 plus damage, so all I have to really do here is tap him twice. He pre-aimed for that side, and by me scooting is now making him move his crosshair using a Vandal, which you know how hard that is to recontrol. So, allows me to get a kill, and I get traded.
Watch out.
But
Yeah? What happened?
I was able to make that 4v2 or 4v3 into a 2v2 situation, you know, or 5v2. I don't even remember now, but that's how you want to play these games. Our Cypher here, they ended up winning this game because they played it out perfectly. Bombs on site. There is no need to peek, and there's a Reyna with ult. So, just what I want, just like I wanted to talk to you guys about today, is learn how to use your util. It is very important, and if you guys like tips and tricks, this is just one of many that I'm thinking of making. I have a lot of clips of where I and my team are full communicating and basically making it out of situations we shouldn't have. But if you guys like the video, please drop a like, share, And if you guys want, follow me on TikTok and YouTube at Dr. Instincts. I will be posting more, and this is just a few. Well, thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate you, and goodbye.